Thank you for joining today's episode of Thoughts Rain. Today we're going to be talking about the Portland Timbers a little bit, just about their new coach that they got coming in, the construction that they have going on at Providence Park, and then the super draft that they did yesterday. And I guess just to kind of start it off, we might as well talk about the expansion and kind of work our way through it. So the Timbers are building 4,000 new seats on the north side of the stadium, I believe. I mean, I've seen some of the specs.
Yeah.
Looks really nice.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it does open up. I think it was about 2,000 new season tickets,
Nice.
which is really nice.
Yeah.
Because they've got
There's
about
like
a 15,000 person waiting list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me included, at least 4 different times.
Yeah, no, it's right now it's a beautiful stadium right now, as it is right now. Remember when you and I went to that game?
I do.
It was my first time actually going to the Timbers game. I mean, I
took him to the Army, folks, right in the middle of it.
Yeah, and it was wild. It's pretty good. It was good. I mean, that ending on that game, remember, with
crazy.
the header?
Yeah.
And they called the penalty off.
That was crazy.
Which game did you guys go to?
Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was...
No. I took someone else that one.
You weren't good enough for the Fire.
No.
They tied, but we could have won at the very end.
Yeah, no, it was the very end play. I forget.
I think it was the Fire.
Yeah, it probably was.
The little forward was good. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you said they tied in the last 2 minutes, you could be talking about like half the season.
No, they were tied and they went
tied,
ahead.
Put a header into the back of the net,
and then last minute,
and then
they called it back.
And then they called it back off of a penalty.
Yeah,
and it was like, oh my goodness, it was amazing.
I mean, if you talk to a lot of people in the MLS, they say Portland Stadium is one of the best, and that's with the limited seating that they have.
That Seattle. There's only 2 that I know that are really, really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a beautiful
Orlando
stadium.
has a really nice one as well.
Atlanta's don't they play in the Falcons Dome?
Yeah, they do.
And they actually sell it. They get like 40,000 people there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Portland just being such tight knit, and the crowd that shows up, at least for the Army, is pretty.
It's amazing. Yeah, just like during the play and even during like the intermissions in the timeouts, it's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, it's like I don't really know much about soccer as it is. I know you guys are the soccer guys, but let's talk about.
You had fun at the Timbers game, right?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much.
There we go.
I enjoyed it very much. I mean, I'm probably gonna start going to more games and
You need to watch good soccer, like
EuroLeague.
Well, so far,
not so much.
So if you have watched any of our previous episodes, so far all of you guys have just worn nothing but soccer shirts.
That's true, huh?
And we have not talked about soccer.
Yeah, I know. This is our first soccer segment as well too. Yeah, it's amazing. It's funny.
But yeah. So adding another 4,000 to 5,000 seats is going to be another just loud stadium, and I mean they did it all off of $50 million just crowdsourced, private funding. So I mean that alone, is pretty nice. And with the new stadium as well comes a new coach, Giovanni, who's the new head coach with Caleb Porter stepping down. With kind of a mutual split there. He'd been there for 5 years, winning record. I mean, MLS Cup.
I liked him.
Really, they had a good mutual. It was just time for him to leave. I personally think he's heading for the U.S. head coach job. I think that's what he wants.
Yeah, he's the best American coach.
For the national team?
For the U.S. national team.
Oh, wow.
I think that's why he left.
He's the best American coach that they would pick from.
Yeah.
And they want an American.
And, so far right now, I don't believe they have a coach
they don't.
picked.
Yeah.
Because Bruce Arena sucks.
He does.
Yeah.
They should never fire Klinsman.
They shouldn't have. But either way, Giovanni coming in with his first super draft yesterday as well. And it looks like they picked a homegrown kid from Portland.
From Portland, but went to Stanford.
Another kid out of Stanford, probably with Jordan Morris. I'm sure real good friends, but Stanford's got a good team coming out of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the forward signing in, and only the second homegrown player that they've actually signed.
Huh.
The other one being the defender.
Marco Farfan.
Yeah. Who actually is still in high school.
Yeah,
yeah.
18.
Yeah, I was watching reports that were kind of funny from him.
So, from the pictures I've seen on like ESPN and so forth, he's white. don't see really a lot of white soccer players.
No, you do. You see a bunch.
Yeah,
they're almost all primarily white.
Are they?
If they're
Hispanic.
Yeah, if they're American.
I thought they were brown. I thought all the players were brown.
All the best players are brown.
Yeah. But like your guy, the guy when we went to the game, he was
Which guy?
The guy was a brown guy. He said
That's
he
like
was
saying
super
the
fast.
NBA Kevin
like,
loves a token white guy.
Well, okay, I'm just saying.
The
It's
second
like,
he's gonna get caught for racism.
I mean, most white guys are not really athletic, though, right?
Trying to poke fun at me. Let's not get into this. But what guy are you talking about that you referenced that I was just saying?
He was the Timbers version of Kobe Bryant.
Oh, Nagby.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Yeah, and he's
Nagby.
not from America. That's why he's foreign. That's why he's better. I don't think American players that good, so that's why he's trying to bring this up right now.
Okay, American players though aren't good not because of their skin color. It's definitely.
Well, I'm not. Okay, we're not making a like a racist remark here or anything like that. I'm just saying. I just noticed.
But no, I get what
Speaking on Fox News.
I get what you mean now,
Yeah,
though. But U.S. soccer versus European soccer, or I mean
Anywhere in the whole
any other
world.
place other than America,
Other than Asia,
is terrible.
yeah, Africa's better. South America's better.
Honestly, it's just because of the academies that they bring up. I mean, a lot of academies are really good, but it's just the way that they start. Like, they don't start from young ages. They're not teaching them certain things.
Right.
Like, I mean, and it's not like a culture of, like, in Argentina, they just play in the street.
Where they play soccer all
They play in the street. I mean, if you watch, like, Messi or Neymar, any of those guys that, like, grew up in those, they came from, like, poor backgrounds that literally just wanted to play soccer. They were out in the middle of the street every single day, taking the soccer ball everywhere. In America, that's just not the culture.
So the two of you guys, being from soccer backgrounds, right? I'm gonna ask you guys: do you guys ever think that American soccer is ever gonna get to that level?
Not in my lifetime.
Probably not. I mean, I think it's getting there a lot more. At least when I was growing up, we didn't have academies, or at least in Portland.
Yeah, soccer's huge now.
The Timbers weren't. They weren't in the MLS yet.
Yeah.
Just because I think in the U.S. they care more about the money aspect almost. I mean, so I'm still a coach.
Like, we didn't even qualify for the World Cup.
Right.
Yeah, it's trash.
Like, we're not in our lifetime. They will never be even close to the level of Brazil, England, Germany, or Argentina. All those, they won't even be close.
Right, but yeah, but
someone can easily argue, Bayern Munich came here and played the Timbers and lost. They didn't play 9 of their starters.
And they're not trying. They're
9.
Fun. It's like a preseason game.
I mean...
of course they lost.
And we have the all-star team of... Yeah. All the all-star teams not even American. Yeah. Half of them are foreign. So
I mean, that's understandable as well, too. I mean, I just wonder if there's ever going to be, like, an American-grown soccer player who's going to be part of the elite group, like, I mean,
right now you can see it with Ronaldo, a little bit. I mean, Pulisic over at Dortmund is dominating at 19.
Yeah, but I don't think he made the Germany team. I don't think he made the roster.
Well, he's not going to. He's on the American
team. No, but, like, let's say he was German. Same skill, same... I don't think he's even... That's what I'm saying. We're like, so far...
We're so far... But why is that, though? Is it just because the emphasis of soccer is just not as much?
Honestly, I mean, it's not. But I also think from a younger age, we're not teaching them pretty much like ball control. We're not teaching them certain things. It's all about, at least in the U.S., it's about, everyone's a team player, everyone's a winner, you got to participate. Like, it's just...
you start seeing that in, like... you start seeing that...
That's all over sports, too. But
I mean, it's like...
soccer, too. That's
U.S. is usually dominant in, like, almost all the major sports, right? Like, football is only U.S. anyways.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
And then basketball...
is primarily the U.S. It's growing internationally, but... 95% of NBA players are still American.
Right.
Football is like 100%. Right. Baseball's, with the exception of Central America, it's 50-50 probably with American and Central America. But no one in Europe plays baseball. No one in Europe plays...
No, they all play soccer over there.
Imagine if we had Damian Lillard as like our center mid, or if we had LeBron James at goalie, or Russell Westbrook on the wing. Like, we'd be such a freakishly athletic team.
Yeah, they have... I mean, we have the athletes... that are here, however, they're playing other sports.
Yeah, it's like the 5th. I'd say it's like probably the 5th sport of athletes. You got football, baseball, basketball are all top 3 automatically in their own order.
Yeah.
Maybe hockey at 4,
Well, hockey's
actually, no, we're probably fourth.
But hockey's usually is a Canadian.
I think we're
sport.
fourth. We're fourth.
It's huge in Canada.
But I mean, Alexis Wallace, if you've ever seen like his ESPN, I think said it the most when they lost. I mean, his statement towards them was, "We have a bunch of tattooed millionaire, 18 and 19-year-old babies.
Yeah.
They're not aggressive. They're not leaders. And you can say Landon Donovan or Clint Dempsey is like the old price." But I'm one of the people that don't like them.
Yeah.
Like, I think Landon Donovan, I mean, maybe in his prime was a lot better of a player, but I think he cherry picks. I think he just is always in the right position.
Landon Hicks was clutch, though.
Yeah.
In that game against Algeria in the goal in the World Cup, he was clutch, but he was... Overall, he was kind of overrated.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking...
not to take away from his stats, because in the U.S., I mean, he's like a massive player, but
Dempsey is not a darn thing.
And again, another player that's in the right place at the right time.
I think you hit it.
Just scores.
I think you hit it on the mark, though. It's just over in Europe and outside the U.S., soccer primarily is they start at a very young age, right?
Well, I mean, so does the U.S.
Yeah,
it's just too.
It's just like everyone plays soccer as a kid because it's like the intro to team activity sport. It's not viewed competitively. Like football more.
It's more like a PE.
Yeah, and it has a bad
physical,
weak or like feminine stigma behind it in America too.
And it's like it's like more.
Even though it's not at all, have more contact than basketball.
And then you've got like everyone that's on the team. Everyone is accepted on the team. You can't cut them. Are up in arms about it. It's like. Dude,
I mean, for me, it's kind of amazing because women's soccer is U.S. soccer is actually pretty big.
Yeah, because they're good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
those are
the best women athletes in the U.S. though.
Is that?
But you got to also look at like the women's team versus the men's team. To me, is I think the women's team actually picks like their top players other than Abby Wambach, who has like a legacy. Like, they pick, like, their dominant young players. The U.S. picks, like, people like Clint Dempsey, Landon Donovan. They pick, like, their older people.
The older veteran
I think Bradley is the worst player on our team. And the only reason he has a status was because of his dad.
Yeah.
Not to say him and Toronto didn't do well this year, and he did play a role in it, but for the most part, the biggest problem to me is that they have players like that, and it's just like they're not good, dominant players.
The fact that
they're all slow. They don't actually want to attack. They just want to play the ball instead of attacking. If you watched, and again, I'm German, love the German team. Obviously, I watch them the most.
Right.
But if you watch their World Cup run, watch how they move the ball, and then it's 1 touches, 2 touches, and then it's goal.
It's shot on goal.
You watch US, it's like 800 touches. I want to do a nutmeg.
Well, what they're doing they're more like ball control, right? It's more like.
But there's a difference between ball control, keeping it, and attacking ball control.
Right.
You
watch MLS and versus like European League, it's completely different.
I actually think the MLS is not that bad. MLS is actually decent. I think the U.S. team is pathetic, but the MLS has a bunch of foreign kids that come in. It's actually not that bad to watch. Like,
I mean, it's getting better.
Timbers play nice soccer. Atlanta plays nice soccer. Chicago plays nice soccer.
Toronto plays really good.
Yeah, like there's some teams that play really nice soccer, and then you have a couple old veterans that come. When Pirlo came to New York, it was fun watching him play there. Like the MLS is decent.
Henry.
Yeah, when he came to Red Bull.
Like
it's not a bad league actually. It's growing and it has money.
I still think the stigma is all of those players from Europe are coming here to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. But we'll take. I mean, it's helping.
Yeah, I mean,
even if you look
they will help the league a lot, and they'll probably be able to at least
Beckham changed
help
the whole
and teach them.
And if you look at Schweinsteiger right now at Chicago, I mean, they literally are just like, no, he's changed the way that we practice. He's changed the way that we play.
Yeah, right. And they're fun to watch. That was the team we watched.
But he did. But even he has said like the MLS is really slow.
Yeah.
Like he's like,
and he's 37 years old.
He's like the style of play. The style of play is way too slow for him.
Really?
And so
that's incredible.
That part right there needs to change.
Yeah, it does seem like it has a long ways to catch up with European League. Definitely.
But again, I think it's growing faster than the U.S. teams.
Yeah.
So let's go with that then. And just to round up the segment here, what are your guys' thoughts? Because I want you guys to tell our audiences here because you guys are both from soccer. What are your thoughts of this Foster kid? I mean, is he a pretty good potential? Is he going to help the team? Does he have like 2 or 3 more years?
I think continuing the last subject, one of the reasons why the United States struggles with soccer is because we follow like the college model, where like they go to college and they get beat up to crap. Like playing college ball, you get hit every single darn day by big 6'3" dudes just want to hit you. In Europe and other places of the world, they're playing in an academy in a nice, structured, good, skilled environment where the contact is understood and you have like a bunch of good players coming up. And the United States, we have just college ball, so I don't think that college U.S. players are the way to go. So he'll be athletic, he'll be big, but I mean, it's
kind of funny how it switched actually, because like growing up for me, you didn't go to college if you wanted to play pro.
Exactly.
Which I think is still the model. I mean, that is the
in the world.
So you play organized league is what you're saying, right?
Well, they go pro when they're 16, 17.
If you're not getting scouted at 16,
the chances of you
like 15. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, well, in the United States we have three leagues. You have MLS, USO, PDO, and then like NASL on the side. Wow. Germany, for example, has 55 leagues.
Wow.
And it's up and down. You can move up and down. It's relegation promotion. So you could be 16 years old playing on like a 10th division team with just still good quality players.
Wow.
And then work your way up and get experience and train. So like, it's just
and
not even close.
And experience is good because it allows you to measure your skills versus other people that are playing. Well too,
but I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was on Stanford. Yeah. He won 3 state championships as a forward.
Yeah,
I think he'll be pretty good. I mean, let's see. I mean, he had 37 goals. I mean,
his numbers are good. His numbers are good.
But I mean, he could be another Jordan Morris.
I think he is.
He's dominating for Seattle. He could be another one of those people. So I kind of feel like he'll be a good addition. I mean, it's kind of always nice to have your homegrown.
Be good in the box. Well. I mean, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah.
All right. Great.
That's kind of my thoughts on it. But
all right, okay. Thanks.
Yeah. But thanks again for tuning in to Thoughts Rain. A little bit of a back and forth with the Timbers and how soccer is in the U.S. Please subscribe down below and watch our podcast each week talking about sports. Currently, we'll switch into some different topics. And a shout out again to our main support right now, which is Podly. If you're looking for lightning fast web hosting, check them out. It's Podly, PODGILY.com. And again, thank you and subscribe.